Yanishan you are, and this was brought to my attention this morning. My sincere apologies. I really should have tested this further. I do that sometimes because most things, when they work, they work. Um, but but here's the fix. There's a technique that I call unit cannibalizing. It is similar to mod cannibalizing, but except in this case it's when you take two objects and you put them together. So as you can see in my original demonstration, I had the Pathfinder. What I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to take the Pathfinder and I'm going to combine it with one of the drones, specifically the Hellfire drone, and it's going to work. I got this to work. We can do this. Let's go. Alright, a quick refresher of what unit cannibalizing is. I talked about this in the 100 sub special. So the way that I think about this is these are different modules of a unit. Our parameters can be seen as the shell of the unit. This is the 3D information. This is the cameo information. This is the clothing that they wear or the paint job on the tank. The missile's symbol that has the little radioactive marker on it. This is what that's responsible for. Then we have the design parameters. Then we have the audio parameters, which in this case we will not need. Then lastly is the engineering parameters. I suspect that it is something in the engineering parameters that is preventing the unit from working correctly, but I have no idea what that is at all. Alright, so just a reminder, the drone objects can be found in the American Vehicles.ini under American Vehicle Battle Drone, American Vehicle Hellfire Drone, and American Vehicle Scout Drone. So first we're going to open up 3 document files. We're going to copy one of them is going to have the Hellfire drone unit's information. The second document is going to have the Pathfinder unit, or in this case our slave unit, which is also going to be what our new slave unit is going to look like. And then we are going to use our third document to actually cannibalize this unit onto the actual coding. So first we are going to copy the R parameters, which is the easiest part, everything from the top all the way down to the bottom, and as you can see I went all the way down to right before design parameters. Alright, in step 2, now we are going to copy everything that is below design parameters on the Hellfire drone. So everything that's below that point all the way down, and we're just going to copy it down right there. Alright, and now this is the hardest part of cannibalizing units. We need to check the code of our new unit to make sure it acts and behaves like our original unit, in this case the Pathfinder. So we're going to change the name of the object, but that's just its original name. We don't need to worry about sounds. We don't need to worry about this build information. We need to worry about the gun. So we are going to go and copy our gun back over. We're going to need to worry about our weapon set. And we can worry about the armor set too, but for this case we don't really need to because the armor set doesn't matter too much. You can edit things later for that. And then going down, you really don't need to play with this. It'll be normal. That just means it's free flowing its shot in this case. We will get rid of this because it is not an air unit. Speaking of air units, we are going to change the locomotor to the Pathfinder locomotor. And then here's the slave unit stuff if you want to, mess with that. And then we could change some of the things right here, like we're not going to do the drone armor. And then we come to the destroy die module tag. This is the way that the unit dies. Copy that from the Pathfinder 2. Remember what that module tag was called? It's going to be different. So in this case, since it is infantry, we're going to go from squash all the way down to copy all the deaths, including poison, to geometry. And we're just going to copy that over. And then we leave this on here. I forgot to tell you about this last time because if the unit dies and you don't have this code, you won't be able to buy a new one. So just a quick review. We need to have 3 files open and we need to separate our units. For the one file, the first file will have our drone, in this case the Hellfire, and the second one will have our slave unit, what we want it to look like and act like, and then we will have the third one is we will use to make our new slave unit. So remember, in the beginning we will be copying the R parameters, aka what the actual unit looks like first. And then everything below that in the design parameters until the geometry copy over into the new slave unit. And then when we check the code of the slave unit to make it more act like the Pathfinder in this case. So we need to add the weapon set, armor set, change the locomotor, change the way that it dies. Alright, now let's jump in the game and show you that I actually did fix this, what it actually looks like. Again, my apologies. I am really sorry I didn't test this further.
Where is the battle? Sir,
Alright, here comes our first test of the day.
We will defend this territory.
High-speed bomber ready for takeoff.
Alright, to demonstrate it's not a fluke.
Building is complete. Fighting for the Red Army.
And that's everything. And be sure to check out the modding manual where I actually will be going over this again in text form, especially the mod cannibalization technique. So hopefully I'll see you there. Feel free to like, subscribe, and if you notice any other errors, feel free to let me know so I can not mislead anybody. I really appreciate this. Thank you very much, and I'll see you around, everybody.